Hey folks, welcome back. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I haven't really left. Clock on the wall tells a story sometimes. I'm doing a gift request. Dennis King made a gift to the channel. So Dennis, shout out to you. Thank you for this gift, my friend. Prairie Oyster, Did You Fall in Love with Me? I don't know the song. I think I've done one or two of Prairie Oysters. In fact, the hat that I'm wearing is a Canadian hat that Terry Wood had sent me. And it says Alberta Prairie Railway Stettler. So anyway, probably different regions. But anyway, I saw the Prairie and I said, I've got to wear the Canada hat. One of them anyway. And this is what Dennis said when he made the gift. Hi Don, here's a gift request to your excellent channel for Toronto's award-winning country band Prairie Oyster. You reacted once to them for their cover of Hank Snow's It Don't Hurt Anymore, but their keyboardist, Joan Besson, wrote this song. The lead vocalist of the band is their bass player, Russell DeCarl. Here's the link to the song. Thanks for your hard work on the channel and for your openness to include artists from the whole spectrum of country music. Take care. You're welcome, Dennis. So it's mutual. I love being exposed to these artists that we wouldn't have otherwise heard from. I got nothing against the mainstream artists, but there's a reason they get mainstream. They're not always my cup of tea. If they're pop country, that's not my thing. But if it's good music, it's good music. All right, let's see with Prairie Oyster. Here we go. Yeah, Did You Fall in Love with Me? The day before Valentine's Day. That's appropriate. From Toronto, land of the sea and tower.
The signs of love can be hard to see as the eye of a needle in the candlelight. But I thought I saw them in your eyes when I took you home last night. Did the stars shine brighter on the night we met? Were the blossoms sweeter in the tree? Did
Probably.
the songbirds sing in your heart when we kissed? Did you fall in love with me? Did you fall in love with me? The northern lights give a ghostly glow. It's hard to tell if they're really there. But I thought I saw the ghost of a smile when my hand brushed against your hair. Did the stars shine brighter on the night we met? Were the blossoms sweeter in the tree? Did the songbirds sing in your heart when we kissed? Did you fall in love with me? Did you fall in love with me?
Well, you clearly fell in love with her. Nice. Right?
Sometimes the one that you really love slips away and you don't know why.
Oh boy.
But I thought I saw you hesitate when we said goodbye. Did the stars shine brighter on the night we met? Were the blossoms sweeter in the tree? Did the songbirds sing in your heart when we kissed? Did you fall in love with me?
I love the backing.
Did you fall in love with me? Did the stars shine brighter on the night we met? Were the blossoms sweeter in the tree? Did the songbirds sing in your heart kissed, did you fall in love with me? Did you fall in love with me?
You know, I like the way that was written because up until the point where we learned that they said goodbye, it was I assumed it was a fair assumption to make that everything was nicer because they were in love. Maybe that's an American thing because we're used to Hollywood endings and things got to be happy, you know. In Canada is very much the same way too because we're the same except for that border for the most part. But then she hesitated. He thought he saw her hesitate when they said goodbye. And those little nuances can mess with you your whole life. Like, what did that mean? Did it mean anything? And their lines of communication weren't as open as I thought they were. But I love the idea that, like, when things are going beautifully, everything seems more effervescent, more ebullient, more dynamic. The stars are brighter, the blossoms are blooming brighter, but whatever, aromatic, things like this. Like, it's like when your football team or basketball team wins a big game. I'm a Rutgers guy, and like we win a big game, it's like the whole next day, everything's nicer, better, sweeter, the whole thing. But love is a different ballgame. Love it messes with you big time in a good way, and it hurts. Did they fall in love? That seems to be the question here. Like, it sure sounded like he was in love. He certainly wanted to know more about her. Experientially, more than informationally, because that's not what relationships are. It's a little bit of that in there. You know, what do you like, what do you don't like, and dislike, and all that. Dennis, that's a good one. I can see why they're an award-winning. They're a tight band too. I mean, the musicianship in this thing is top shelf. This is, they had a good producer on this too, just so that you got to hear his story. And the instrumentation had like an uplifting part to it. You had the nice mandolin in there. You had the bass and the drum, the percussion popping right along. And yet, we didn't know. We don't know. He didn't know. He really was asking a question. I love the creative part of art, of words, of lyricism, because when you write a song too, as a lyricist, you know people are going to make assumptions based on how you're leading them down the primrose path. And then it's not the primrose path. It's like, oh no, they're not together now. I didn't see that coming. But when you write, you generally know how it's going to be received. And then after you're done writing, you turn it over to a bandmate or your husband, wife, or whoever writes the song. I think you said Joan wrote this song. So it depends, whoever you turn it over to, a friend, family member, bandmate, somebody, and they read it and they'll give you feedback like, oh, this is pretty good lyrics. You might want to change this word or that line, or something doesn't make sense, or it's really good, whatever. But you kind of have a sense that this is going to be that turning point in a song, and that I had that. So that's good songwriting. All right, Dennis, I'm going to rate this song, and the number that popped into my head was a 9.2. They reminded me of somebody too. It's not the Petersons. I don't know who. I'll think of it, but they remind me of somebody. So there you go, folks. You can thank Dennis King for that one, for reintroducing us, shall we say, to Prairie Oyster. It's been a bit since I did the Hank Snow cover that they did. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.